Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something tough but incredibly important: the art of letting go. We've all been there, right? Life throws you a curveball. You hit an obstacle, you feel disappointed, and sometimes the absolute hardest thing to do is to release your grip on people, on habits, on situations that are holding you back. But here's a truth I need you to hear today. Letting go isn't the same as giving up. It's the exact opposite. It's choosing to grow. It's choosing yourself. It's making a conscious decision to move forward, to step into a better version of your life. Think about it. We've all had people in our lives who, intentionally or not, hold us back. They drain our energy, they plant seeds of doubt about our dreams, and they slowly chip away at our confidence. For far too long, many of us have given these people a front row seat in our lives, allowing their opinions and their negativity to influence how we feel, how we live, and how we see ourselves. But I'm here to tell you that this can end. Right now. You were not put on this earth to live in the shadows of someone else's doubt. You are here to shine. You are here to rise. You are here to become everything you were destined to be. And to do that, you have to release the dead weight. This means letting go of toxic relationships that leave you feeling smaller. It means letting go of the constant negativity that clouds your mind. It means letting go of those friends who only show up when they need something from you. And most importantly, it means letting go of the voices, both external and internal, that tell you what you can to do or what you don't to deserve. I know it's hard. It's painful to walk away from people you've loved, invested time in, and truly believed in. It can feel like you're losing a part of yourself. But let me be completely honest with you. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't keep giving and giving when you're running on fumes. At some point, you have to turn that energy inward. You have to focus on refilling your own cup. You have to rediscover who you are, separate from everyone else. You've got to learn to be whole, all on your own. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm afraid of being alone. We're often taught to think that being alone equals being lonely, but that's a misconception, a lie we tell ourselves. Being alone can be the ultimate form of freedom. It can mean finally finding peace. It means having the space and the quiet to figure out who you are, what you truly want, and what you know you deserve. When you can find happiness in your own company, you become an unstoppable force. Because when you learn to truly respect and love yourself, your entire energy shifts. And something magical starts to happen. Suddenly, you're not chasing anymore. You're not desperate for validation or approval. Instead, you start attracting. You become a magnet for the right people, the right opportunities, and the right path for your life. But it all starts with that one brave step. You have to walk away. Walk away from the noise, the drama, the negativity. Walk away from anything and anyone that keeps you feeling small, stressed out, or stuck in a loop. Will it be uncomfortable at first? Yes, absolutely. Might it feel like a loss? It might, but let me promise you this. You're not losing a thing. You are gaining everything. You're gaining back your peace of mind. You're reclaiming your personal power. You're rediscovering your purpose. So I want you to start telling yourself this every single day like a mantra. Say it in the mirror, say it in the car, say it until it sinks deep into your soul. I am worthy. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of happiness. I am worthy of respect. Because when you start to believe that, when you start walking in that truth, your entire world will begin to shift. Now don't get me wrong, this is not an overnight fix. It's a process. You'll have moments of doubt. You'll feel fear creeping in. You'll face resistance, both from others and from yourself. You'll question if you're strong enough to follow through. But let me say this as loudly and clearly as I can. You have everything you need. It is already within you. You don't need another person to complete you. You are already complete. You are already enough. And when you finally, truly let go of everything that no longer serves your highest good, that is the moment your real life begins. That's when the magic happens. Let me leave you with this final thought. The only person who can truly stop you from living the incredible life you were meant to live is you. I know what you might be thinking, but I've been trying so hard. I've been hustling, working, grinding. Why isn't it happening for me? Maybe it's time to look beyond the hustle. Maybe the missing piece isn't about working harder, but about protecting your energy. It's about being intentional with who you surround yourself with. It's about what you tolerate and what you finally decide you will no longer accept. We live in a world that tells us we need to be constantly surrounded by people, by noise, by attention. But have you ever considered the power of solitude? It's not about isolation. It's about intentional quiet. Because it's in those quiet moments, when you're alone with your thoughts, that you find your true strength. You find clarity. You find yourself again. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. There's this idea that being alone is something to be afraid of. But what if I told you that when you're alone, you're finally with the one person who matters most, you? There's something so powerful, almost beautiful, about that. Real peace, the kind that settles deep in your bones, begins the moment you stop relying on the opinions of others. It starts when you stop chasing validation from people who are just as lost as you are. That's when happiness doesn't just knock on your door, it moves in. That's when you stop searching outward and finally start approving of yourself. And I get it. Letting go is hard. Saying goodbye to people you've known for years? That's one of the toughest things you can do. We get comfortable. We get attached. But that very attachment, that's what keeps you stuck. It traps you in these exhausting cycles where you give and give and give, but get nothing back in return. It's time to take a deep breath. To step back and remember this. You were never meant to break yourself just to keep someone else whole. If you look around and find yourself surrounded by people who drain your energy, your joy, your light, something has to change. And you have to be the one to make that change. No, it's not going to be comfortable. But when has real growth ever been comfortable? The moment you stop holding on to people who don't appreciate you, the second you stop letting others dictate how you feel, that's when you start discovering the incredible person you truly are. Learn to say no. Learn to step back and say, I'm sorry, but I can't give you any more of me right now. And yes, some people will be upset. They'll question you. They might even try to guilt you. Don't let them. This is your journey. This is your one precious life. You get one shot, so you have to live it on your terms. If someone in your life isn't lifting you up, isn't helping you grow, if they don't see your undeniable worth, then it is absolutely okay to let them go. I don't care how long you've known them. I don't care how close you think you are. If they're not bringing light into your life, then they're only adding darkness. And please, hear me when I say this, there is nothing wrong with being alone. There's nothing wrong with focusing on you. Maybe this is your season. A season to grow, to heal, to rediscover yourself. So many of us believe we need other people to be whole, that if we're not in a relationship or surrounded by friends, we're somehow incomplete. That is a lie. Happiness starts with you. It always has. So hear this loud and clear. You are not weak for needing space. You are not wrong for choosing solitude. You are not selfish for setting boundaries. It takes immense strength to choose yourself. It takes courage to walk away from those who drain you, who doubt you, who don't value you. It takes real power to look in the mirror and say, I deserve peace, I deserve joy, I deserve love, and I will not settle for anything less. You were not put on this earth to be an afterthought. You weren't born to be someone's backup plan. You are not disposable. You deserve respect, you deserve loyalty. And if you're not getting that, you have every right to walk away. We've been taught from a young age to be people pleasers, to sacrifice our own well-being for the comfort of others. But you don't owe anyone your happiness. You don't owe anyone your time, your energy, or your light, especially if they don't appreciate it. And let's be honest, we've all been there. We've all tried to save someone who wasn't ready to be saved. We've all poured our hearts into empty cups, hoping they'd finally hold water. But here's the hard truth. You can't unheal people who don't want to be healed. You can't save someone who refuses to save themselves. And if you keep trying, you will lose yourself in the process. Don't lose yourself trying to fix others. Don't become a stranger to your own needs just to meet someone else's. You can't pour from an empty cup. And if you keep giving and giving to people who never pour back into you, you'll burn out. You'll feel hollow. Why? Because you've neglected the most important person in the equation, you. And taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's survival. Choosing yourself is not wrong. It's absolutely necessary. You can't be your best for anyone if you're not whole within yourself, so say no to what drains you. Let go of anyone who doesn't see your value. And just watch how your life begins to shift. When you release what no longer serves you, you make space for what does. It's like cleaning out a closet. You have to get rid of the old, worn-out pieces to make room for clothes that fit the new, incredible you. Letting go doesn't have to be a big dramatic scene. You can do it with grace, with respect, with love even. Wish them well from a distance and then move forward. because holding on to resentment only chains you to the past. And you can't walk into your bright future carrying dead weight. Letting go doesn't make you cold, it makes you wise. It shows that you know your worth, it shows you value your peace. It shows you're no longer willing to shrink yourself to fit into spaces you've clearly outgrown. And sometimes the most toxic thing you need to walk away from is your own belief that you're not enough on your own. You do not need a relationship to be whole. You don't need a huge group of friends to feel worthy. You are already enough. You have always been enough. You don't need anyone to complete you. You don't need someone else's approval to validate your existence. You've got everything you need right inside of you: strength, joy, peace, purpose. You just have to start believing it. And when you do, when you start living like someone who knows their worth, the right people will show up. The right opportunities will align. Why? Because you won't be desperately chasing approval anymore. You'll be standing firmly in your own power. And trust me, the world will feel that shift. When you become comfortable being alone, truly content in your own presence, you stop fearing rejection. Because you finally understand that you're not missing out on. There comes a moment, a quiet turning point, when you stop fearing being alone. You stop wondering if you're good enough for others, because a deep, unshakable truth finally settles in your heart. You are already enough. You are worthy exactly as you are. And once you truly believe that, the fear that has been holding you back from the life you were meant for begins to dissolve. So here's a challenge for you and for me: let go. Let go of the fear. Let go of the people who drain your energy and leave you feeling empty. Let go of the beliefs that tell you to stay small. Because the life you've been searching for, it's not somewhere out there in the distance. It's already within your reach. You just need to make the decision to step into it. To own it, to claim it as yours. You've always had what it takes. Now it is time to let go of what is holding you back and make room for everything that is waiting for you. We always hear that life is short. But here is a deeper truth. Life is long enough to live it on your own terms. You don't owe anyone your peace. You don't have to build your life around other people's expectations. You have the right to choose joy. You have the right to walk away. You have the right to grow, and yes, to outgrow people and situations. Letting go isn't just about cutting people off. It's about cutting the weight that keeps dragging you down, the draining habits, the lingering guilt, the resentment you carry, the exhausting need to be understood by everyone. Here's the truth. You are not responsible for everyone else's happiness. You are responsible for your own. And yes, not everyone will understand your growth. Some will say you've changed, as if it's a bad thing. Some will try to guilt you for putting yourself first. But growth isn't meant to make everyone comfortable. It's meant to transform you. So when people fall away, when relationships shift, don't take it as rejection, take it as confirmation. You are evolving. People might talk. They might judge. But understand this. They are speaking from their own limitations, not your truth. You don't owe them an explanation. You owe yourself freedom. And part of that freedom is forgiveness. Forgive others, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free from that burden. And while you're at it, forgive yourself too. You were doing the best you could with what you knew at the time. You've learned, you've grown. So stop living in the rearview mirror, release the past. Now, maybe you're thinking, but what if I end up alone? Maybe you've spent so much time focused on others that you've forgotten how to simply be with yourself. Let me remind you, being alone does not mean being lonely. Solitude is where your power lives. It's where you find clarity, peace, and real self-love. You don't need anyone to complete you. You don't need anyone's approval to feel whole. When you start loving your own company, you stop attracting people who only take from you, and you start attracting those who truly see your worth and add to your life. So here's the advice. Stop waiting for external validation. Stop looking for someone else to tell you that you matter. You matter right now. You are worthy right now. The moment you stop trying to please everyone is the moment you step into your real power. You can't live your life trying to meet everyone else's expectations. It is okay to say no. It is okay to walk away. It is okay to choose yourself. You are not here to carry the world on your shoulders. You can't save everyone, and you're not supposed to. If someone refuses to grow with you, you don't have to shrink yourself to make them comfortable. Let them go. That isn't abandonment, that's alignment. It's making sure you're on the right path for you. And when you choose yourself, life opens up in ways you never imagined. So please, don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to walk away from toxic people, draining relationships, or unfulfilling situations. Walk away with your head held high. Walk away knowing that you are not losing anything. You are making space. Space for real love. Space for genuine peace. Space for the kind of people who will support you, see you, and uplift you. But you have to trust the process. You can't force timing. You can't force people to change. But you can trust that when you choose your own peace, the universe aligns with that choice. So let me ask you, what are you holding on to? What is weighing you down? What are you so afraid to release? Today, make the decision to let it go. Because once you do, you'll finally realize that you were never incomplete. You were never unworthy. You were never lacking. You are already whole. You are already enough. And when you start living from that truth, your life will change in ways you never thought possible. Let go of the weight so you can rise. You've got this. You are enough. You were born for greatness, and it's time to start living like it. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and listen up. I need to be real with you for a minute. Your life isn't a movie. It's not some perfectly curated highlight reel you see on Instagram. Real life, it's messy, it's hard, and it couldn't care less about your comfort zone. If you want to survive in this world hell, if you want to win, you need to get brutally honest with yourself. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents. Not your friends. Not some magical mentor you're hoping to find. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is fighting their own battles. So stop waiting around for a miracle to fall out of the sky. Stop waiting for someone to hand you an opportunity. You have to get up. You have to get moving. Because no one, and I mean no one, is going to do it for you. Let's talk about fairness. Life isn't fair. It never has been, never will be. Some people are born with more advantages, some with less. That's a fact. But here's the bigger fact. It's not about the hand you're dealt. It's about how you play the cards you have. We all have a story, right? I didn't get the right opportunities. I didn't have enough support. I came from nothing. And maybe that's true. I hear you. But there comes a point where those reasons stop being reasons and start becoming excuses. And let me tell you something about excuses. They don't pay the bills. They don't build your career. They will never change your life. So you have to ask yourself a tough question. Are you using your story to grow? Or are you using it to hide? Are you letting your past define your future? Because your pain, your struggles, they can either be the source of your greatest power, or they can become the walls of your prison. The choice is yours. People love to talk about motivation. I just don't feel motivated today. I'm going to tell you the truth. Motivation is a myth. It's a fleeting feeling, a temporary high. It comes and goes like the weather. You cannot build a life on something so unreliable. What really matters? What truly separates the successful from the stagnant? It's one word: discipline. Discipline is doing the work when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when it's boring, when it's tiring, when it's painful. Discipline is forcing yourself to take one more step when every fiber of your being wants to quit. That's where winners are forged. In the quiet, unglamorous moments of consistent effort, there is no secret formula. There's no magic pill. It's simple, but it's not easy. Wake up early. Fuel your body with clean food. Work your ass off. Cut out the endless distractions, and then you repeat it every single day. That's the grind. That's the path. Look around you. There's so much noise. Your social media feed, a constant stream of comparison and distraction. Netflix, begging for another hour of your time. The people around you who don't believe in your vision, who plant seeds of doubt, negativity, drama, all of it is designed to do one thing: steal your most valuable asset, your time. You have to protect your energy like it's your life savings. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not every opinion matters. Stop wasting your breath explaining yourself to people who aren't even attempting half of what you're trying to achieve. Get laser focused. Silence the world around you and start listening to the voice of your own purpose. From this day forward, I want you to treat yourself like a project, your most important project. The goal? A daily upgrade. Learn a new skill. Read a book instead of scrolling. Train your body. Reflect on your day. Sharpen your mind. Strengthen your body. Toughen your spirit. You need to become so good, so undeniable, that your results start doing the talking for you. Let your actions speak so loudly that your words become whispers. Don't wait around hoping for respect. Go out and earn it. And stop asking for opportunities to be given to you. Go out and create them for yourself. Let me be real with you one last time. There are no shortcuts. There are no cheat codes in the game of life. Those overnight success stories you hear about? They're usually the result of 10 years of silent, relentless work. It all comes down to hard work, unwavering discipline, and the passage of time. This is your life. Right here, right now. You can either actively build it, brick by painful brick, or you can let it decay while you scroll your way through endless distractions. The choice is yours. Choose growth. Choose discomfort. Choose the challenge of becoming better than you were yesterday. So listen to me. You either live the life you dream of, or you'll spend your days working for someone else who is brave enough to live theirs. It's that simple. Don't wait for the right time for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Make this the time. Your time starts now. Let's get to work. When was the last time you truly chose yourself? I don't mean because someone else told you to, or because it was convenient or what was expected of you. I mean, when was the last time you chose yourself simply because you believed you were worth it? Today, we're diving into one of the most underrated, yet most powerful abilities we all possess: the power of choosing yourself. From the moment we're born, it feels like we're playing a waiting game. We wait for our parents to tell us we're good enough. We wait for our teachers to validate our intelligence. As we get older, we wait for bosses to recognize our talent and for society to give us the green light to live the life we actually dream of. We spend so much of our lives waiting for someone, somewhere to pick us, to choose us, to give us permission. But here's a truth that can change everything. The world doesn't owe you its approval. And even if it did, the longer you wait for someone else to choose you, the longer you're putting your own potential on hold. The real power shift happens when you realize that you are the gatekeeper of your own destiny. You hold the keys. Not your boss, not your partner, not your social media followers, you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Isn't choosing yourself just being selfish or arrogant? Not at all. Choosing yourself isn't arrogance. It's courage. It's the quiet strength to wake up one morning and say to yourself, I believe in my own potential, even if no one else sees it yet. It's the decision to take that first, terrifying step, even when you're scared out of your mind. It's committing to start now, right where you are, even if you feel completely unprepared. What does this look like in the real world? It means writing that book you've been dreaming about, even without a publisher lined up. It means starting that small business from your kitchen table, even without a team of investors. It means finally speaking your truth, even if your voice trembles while you do it. It means placing a bet on the one person you can always count on: yourself. Because deep down, in that quiet place inside, you know you're capable of so much more. And let's be real, choosing yourself is risky. It's a leap of faith. You might fail. You will probably face rejection. Some people in your life might not understand your choices. But I can promise you this with absolute certainty: the pain of regret, the sting of looking back, and wondering, what if, will always hurt more than any rejection ever could. The risk of not trying is far greater than the risk of failing. Think about some of the most impactful people in history. They weren't just lucky. They were masters at choosing themselves. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for TV. Can you imagine? But she chose herself anyway and built an empire. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 different publishers before one finally said yes to Harry Potter. She kept choosing herself, manuscript in hand, until someone else finally caught up. Whatever your opinion of him, Elon Musk has repeatedly risked everything he has betting on his own vision when he was on the brink of going broke. He chose himself again and again. None of these people waited for the world to hand them an invitation. They didn't wait for permission. They made a choice, a conscious, deliberate decision to back themselves, and then they built the life they wanted around that choice. That's the real secret. Success isn't something you stumble upon or find. It's something you actively create, and the first block you lay is the choice to believe in yourself. So, how do you start? How do you begin to flex this muscle of self-belief? It's simpler than you think. Let me give you 3 practical steps you can take starting today. First, decide that you are worthy. Not tomorrow. Not when you lose 10 pounds or get that promotion. Right now. In this very moment. Worthiness isn't something you have to earn through achievements. It's your birthright. It's something you simply need to accept. Look in the mirror today and say, I am worthy of my own belief. Second, act before you feel ready. This one is huge. If you wait until you feel 100% confident, you'll be waiting forever. Confidence doesn't come first. It's a byproduct of action. Courage is what comes first. You build confidence by doing the thing that scares you, so take that small, imperfect action today. Send the email, make the call, write the first page. And third, just keep showing up. Consistency is your superpower. Choosing yourself isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. It will be hard some days. There will be moments of doubt. But every time you choose to show up for yourself, especially when it's difficult, you reinforce that choice. It becomes a habit, and that habit becomes your character. I want you to remember this. You are not selfish for prioritizing your dreams. You are not arrogant for believing in your own abilities. And you are not foolish for trying something new. You are brave. You are powerful. You are the author of your own story. So today I'm leaving you with a challenge. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop hesitating. Stop handing the pen of your life story over to someone else. It's your story to write. Choose yourself. Today. Tomorrow. In every big decision and in every small, quiet moment. Because when you finally do that, you take back your power. And with that power, there is absolutely nothing you can't create. Have you ever felt it? That moment when holding on feels heavier than letting go? We cling to things, to pain, to people, to past versions of ourselves that don't even exist anymore. But what if today, right here, right now, you gave yourself permission to just let go? Not because you're weak, but because you're finally strong enough to rise. This isn't the end. My friend, this is your beginning. We all carry something, don't we? Regret, guilt, shame, the crushing weight of expectations. Sometimes it's a relationship that went on far too long. Other times it's a dream that didn't quite pan out the way we'd hoped. And so often it's just the constant pressure to be someone we're not. We put on a brave face, smiling on the outside, while we're silently struggling within. But here's the truth. Healing doesn't start by adding more to your plate. It begins by releasing. You don't heal by pretending you're okay. You heal by acknowledging what hurt you and then making the conscious choice to let it go. I know, letting go is terrifying. It feels like losing control, like jumping off a cliff with no idea where you'll land. But what if I told you that letting go isn't falling? It's flying. When you finally release what's not meant for you, you create the space for what is. That fear you're feeling? That's just your comfort zone fighting to keep you where you are. It's that voice in your head whispering, what if I fail? What if I end up alone? But let me ask you a different question. What if you rise? What if letting go is the very first step towards something greater than you could have ever imagined? To rise means to choose yourself, even when it's hard. Even when others don't believe in you, even when you're scared out of your mind. You rise by taking back your power. By walking away from situations that hurt you. By saying no to things that drain your soul. You rise by stepping into the unknown. Not with fear, but with faith. And when you stumble, when you fall, and you get back up. Not as the person you were before, but as the person you were always meant to be. Think about the legend of the phoenix. It burns to the ground, it crumbles into ash, and from that very ash, it rises reborn. Not in spite of the fire, but because of it. Your story is no different. The pain you felt? It shaped you, the heartbreak. It taught you something invaluable. The failure? It was preparing you. You are not broken. You are becoming. You're becoming wiser, stronger, and braver with every single step. Let your scars be a testament to your strength, not a source of your shame. So, I want you to ask yourself today, what are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Is it a lie someone told you long ago? A definition of success that was never yours to begin with? Is it a fear that's kept you playing small? It's time. It's time to loosen your grip. It's time to take a deep breath again. It's time to trust the process. Let go and rise. Rise above all the noise. Rise above the fear. Rise into the incredible person you were always destined to become. You owe that much to yourself. Wherever you are in your life right now, this is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath with me, and say these words out loud. I release. I trust. I rise. Let's do it again. Feel the power in it. I release. I trust. I rise. One more time with everything you've got. I release. I trust. I rise. The old you has brought you this far, and we thank them for it. But the new you, The new you will take you higher than you ever thought possible. Let go. Rise up. The world is waiting for you. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with me. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content to help you on your journey. We're all in this together. See you next time.